Hello everybody, I'm doing a midweek update on some recent purchases. I finally got to I'm nearly at the end of my MAC Blot Powder that I've had, I reckon, for 4 years. That stuff is still going. But I sort of wanted to get something a little bit different because, you know, 4 years is a long time to be in a relationship with some makeup. So I did some research on setting powders and I found that Nars translucent crystal setting powder was meant to be really good. It got heaps of good reviews on Makeup Alley. So I went down to Mecca Cosmetica on Friday and I got it. I purchased the little, here it is, if you can see it. So it's a little compact called, Crystal Translucent. So yeah, it actually looks a bit like plastic. It's so finely milled and compact that it actually is so white it looks like plastic. But I read up so many reviews and knew that, okay, you just need to ignore that. It's going to be on your brush, etc. Only use the brush to apply and it'll make your makeup look absolutely fantastic. It won't be shining like Edward Cullen. And yeah, so I thought, yep, I'll go for it. It was relatively pricey at $53. But yeah, I thought, hey, that blot powder, 4 years, maybe I can, maybe I can extend myself. So I got it and used it for the first time on Monday. Today's Wednesday. And I was so disappointed. It looked like it just moved all of my makeup around my foundation and everything. It was a bit of a mess. So the next day I thought, oh, maybe I'll put my regular MAC mineralized skin finish on and then I'll use that, sort of a setting powder or blot powder. Again, same thing, just moved everything around even though I was just applying it with a brush, going, press, not buff, because, that can cause your makeup to ball up. So I went down to Mecca again and they said, no, that shouldn't be happening. Come back and we'll exchange it, we'll find you something else. So I took it back down today and spoke to the girl and she actually suggested Hourglass Ambient Light, I think it's called. So she tried it on me, she's like, okay, here it's meant to sort of light up, under your eyes and everything like that. And it's also a setting powder. Lo and behold, it's balling up again. Like, what on earth is going here? She's like, okay, what are you using, like, in terms of foundation? So I said it was, the MAC Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. And she's like, okay, I used to work for MAC, and that foundation is meant to be an all-in-one, i.e. you don't need to wear powder with it. I'm like, what? That doesn't sound right. But yeah, I quite like using a powder with it. So she said that's probably why it's all balling up. So nothing's really going to help. So you're probably just best off returning the Nars product and getting a refund and just going with your blot powder again. So I was a little bit disappointed because I really wanted to try something new. I'm in a MAC bubble, so I really wanted to try something new. So I went to the counter to return it and they looked and they're like, oh, you've used it? I'm like, yeah, I only got it on Friday. Oh, well, we can't refund you. We just have to exchange. Okay, I was told I could get a refund. Oh no, we can't. So apparently, yeah, Mecca, they used to refund, within 30 days, but because they basically just chucked the product out, they said, no, it's got to be an exchange. So I guess that's fair enough. So in the end, I said to her, okay, I really liked the look of the powder. She said it's gotten heaps of good reviews from people. It actually was looking quite nice under my eyes at the time. Hang on, that was midday. It's now sort of about nearly 8 o'clock. So I thought, hey, I'll go for it and we'll have a look. And she said, just use it directly over your foundation. Don't put any of the other matte mineralized skin finish and see how that goes. So I haven't done it yet because it's not tomorrow, but I will. So here we go. Here's my nice little bag. It even looks and feels expensive. It's really pretty. So let's take a little look. But the girl who served me there, she was really, really good, and she was so disappointed that it hadn't worked out for me. I don't know what her name was. Maybe I'll see what her name is and give her a shout out. Cara. I think it's Cara. So, yeah, so she's like, I'll make sure if anything happens that you can return it again and, you know, you won't get any grief. So here we go. Oh, I love these little packets. How cute is that? I'm really weird with opening wrapped things. I like to keep everything nice and perfect. I've been like this since I was a kid. I can't help it. So, without further ado, ambient lighting powder from Hourglass. This one is, which shade? Diffused light. So it's quite a, yeah, it's quite a sort of, I think it's a little bit yellowy. It has a little bit of sparkle. Maybe not sparkle. It's a really decent compact. It's really pretty. So there's a decent amount of product in there. And you got a nice little mirror. Oh, I'm looking a bit tired. But there you go. I think that's a really, really, really beautiful looking product. It's quite finely milled. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, I'm not giving you the finger. So yeah, I think we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's just a heads up about the MAC Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. It's an all-in-one product, so you don't need to get anything else. And also, Mecca, they unfortunately don't refund. They only exchange. But yeah, really, really nice people down there. Tried to work with me and get the best possible result. So yeah, I think that was, in the end, a relatively good shopping experience. So I hope this has been informative, and I will give you an update on the Hourglass powder soon, and further updates on my MAC Kabuki Magic. It's absolutely fantastic, and it works really well with the 24-hour Extend Eye Base. So yeah, go for it. I love it. I've been wearing it every day since I got it. There you go. That's it. See you next time.